young metro, don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah. Yeah. Halloween. Taliban.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah. Jumpin', them boys up to something.
Hello all my friends, I cleared out this wonderful setting for us. Well, I only got these boys to use as the tool, but whatever, we'll get through this. Some true pushman has gone through here, some real man of the bush. So I'll make a little video about my recent junk ventures and what has happened. I started my junk ventures in March, got the Touareg, then in April I got the Cayenne, and I guess then in May I got the Passat. And at this current moment I don't have any of those three cars in my possession anymore. Would have bought and sold more, but fiscal situation wasn't the best all the time, and there's not much good junk available in Estonia. Like, you can't buy any piece of shit. Like I was trying to buy this small little Alfa Romeo 147 2005, and she was rusty as hell. The car was nice, it drove nice, like a little car should be. I like the peppiness, I like the lightness. I haven't driven a light peppy car for some time, but it was just rotten all throughout. So yeah, there's not much choice in Estonia, and you just can't go out and buy anything that pops to your mind, because there's no way to flip it back, at least not even making profit, but at least they're getting all your money back. So I'd rather stick to my German iron, so to say. That's how we say about different cars in Estonia: American iron, Soviet iron. So I'll stick more to my German iron, because I know that at worst I will get some of the money back in parts. So that's why kind of, yeah, fiscal situation and the availability of cars. So that's why junk peddling has been slow. But let's jump back to the beginning. So Touareg, what did I do with the Touareg? Fixed the wires, got the front brake lines changed, did a whole lot of rust removing. Today I'm tackling the rust on the Touareg in my homebrew method. Actually, for this surface rust, it works really well. It won't be ideal, far from it, but it will be better. I mean, that edge there, and there's gonna be some rust left under the plastic there. Doesn't look half as bad, but I won't get it ideal anyway. And yeah, I can't get this keyless wire off. Few hours of grinding, and with some of these spots here there's not much to do with the tools I have, so easier it would be to just get a used door and use the used door, use another door. But yeah, you can see how this has been rotting from inside out, and I've been just polishing the top layer of the rot. Maybe one of my better handiworks here. If I would go on to save it all, or try to save it all, it would take forever. So I think I'm done with cleaning here. You can see there's not much I can do with this. I just cleaned it as good as I can, and I'm gonna cover it with rust remover, this spot too. And rest of this kind of stuff, I mean, I'm just gonna have to leave it. It's gonna take forever otherwise. I started nudging the loose paint off here, and you know, you can see that this is the line between needing to paint and being hidden, so there's no point in playing around. But now I think I'm forced to clean it off and paint from here too. Basically, some rust is just better to be left alone. There's nothing to do. Little progress update. I cleaned, I masked, and this is primer on. First put a first layer of paint here, and then whilst the paint is drying, I have a new heat gun too. but whilst the paint is drying I will clean and then mask that part, and so on and so forth. So I painted in the front already and I've masked here. This is gonna be a bit tedious. The door has a keyless go system, which obviously doesn't work anymore, but it's in my way. Shit, I've been hauling ass the whole day. I don't know if it looks better. I mean, in this lighting it does. This door doesn't have the ugly rust on it anymore, or the ugly white, but I really failed on this one. The edges got chipped a little when taking the tape off, and I can't get the handle back. It's a huge pain in the ass. I don't know if I will be able to do it myself. Just finishing up the trunk. Yeah, this is a bit ugly, but I guess it's better than what it was, just rust. And I really went to town here. Some why the primer started, it became coagulated, and I think I just, it's on the floor, so the cold might have done it, but yeah, this little part here, here I just went ham. I was like, no one's gonna see it, so I didn't tape. I just removed as much rust as I could and just painted over it, first with the rust remover and then with the primer and then with paint. Of course someone's put on the license plate holder with self-tappers as always, but I just don't have the time to remove all this from behind it today, so I'm just gonna screw it back in as it is. Yeah. Fucking idiots. Well, I mean, from 10 meters away in dark, looks pretty good, except for the tape there, because I couldn't get the handle back, but yeah, from 10 meters away, everybody's welcome to Joonas's body shop. No rust whatsoever on this Touareg, I can tell you that. This is how it looks like in real life, and this is how it looks like now. So I'm not trying to game anyone here. This is literally how it looked like previously when it got the last technical inspection. I will have the picture here now. So that's how it looked like in the previous technical inspection. So let's see what happens this time. Will the car pass in general or not? Let's see. Did some anti-rust maintenance on that car. The final thing was that some sort of sensor or something related to the cable, you know, the clock spring inside the steering wheel got changed, and the day before changing the clock spring sensor I went to an MOT. We did it, boys. Only the ESC light is the single problem we have, so apparently rust is not an issue. ESC light is on because of the steering wheel cable, so, and I have a very capable person who has no problem fixing it, so we're good, boys. We got technical inspection here. And I didn't pass because the traction control light was on, but after changing the sensor... Check this out, guys. Volkswagen with no warning lights whatsoever. Believe it or not. All the lights were off and the car was perfect. And like 2 days later, I sold it. And I made a little profit. I think all said and done, I made about 800 euros on the Touareg, I think. That's just chronologically, because before, you already know, I sold the Cayenne as parts, and I sold the Passat too. So what did I do with the Passat? Brought it to Tallinn. We did it, boys. Nearly 200 kilometers later. Cleaned it up. It's not gonna be anything fancy today. I'm just gonna suck some farts out of the seats and clean the car up a bit. Well, 2.5 hours later, and I hope the car is a bit cleaner from the inside, at least not that dusty. So note to myself, never buy a car from a mining area anymore, especially a banger like this. And also, now if I make a bit of profit on this car, then I've earned it. changed a few filters under the hood and spruced it up a little. Clean it up a bit with a vacuum, but it really needs a proper clean. Didn't do anything special, but just put in a new side mirror glass, a new engine air filter, which is actually pretty clean to be honest, and the new cabin filter, and just smartening it up with a little bit of WD-40 just to make it look a bit fresher. Obviously found this little hole here, so this rubber piece here is broken from there. Would you look at here? Hell yeah, that is what you think it is. Somebody has done a shitty little job of trying to hide it, but shit, I haven't noticed it before. I have to check from the video. Was it on before or not, but it's on now. One rear tire was leaking. Oh shit, ain't this a treat. I'm 107 kilos by the way. Yep, who could have figured. So I got that changed for another shoddy tire, but at least they were all holding air then. And I actually, a few weeks ago, drove here where I'm filming. These are these Challengers? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Now I understand why some people are die-hard Passat people. It even has a burger holder out of all the things in the world. Now you see it. And I sold the car to a guy from Põlva. In Estonia there's this town called Põlva and all the Passats live in Põlva. So that was very suitable. This is kind of it for the moment, because bought the Touareg, bought the Cayenne, bought the Passat. But even before buying the Passat, I sold the Cayenne, sold the Passat, sold the Touareg. I think I made like 900 euros profit or something in those lines. I made a little bit of money on the Passat, but more or less I came out not losing anything from the Passat, and I made a little money on the Touareg. Out of the Cayenne I got the battery and the wheels and tires. I guess I already said that. So that kind of wraps it up for the moment with the junk dealings. And now I'm eyeing on all sorts of new cars, trying to pick something up. I've actually bought a 2001 Mitsubishi Pajero, however the way English say it is, Pajero. And I've never seen it even, and I hope to flip it without seeing it, but at the moment it's in a bush somewhere in Estonia, and it's in a bush next to the shop of the guy who hopefully will buy it, but I only have one picture of it, and that's all I know about it. I bought it off an auction. It was so I live in the capital, way up north, and the car was way down south, so no way in hell I was going to look at this junk before buying it, and yeah, now it's in a bush. Yeah, this Estonian YouTuber guy who does transport in general.
Raimar Transport teostab puksiirivedu, kaubavedu üle Eesti. Vajadusel võimalik kaubikut ja puksiiri ka rentida. Rohkem infot raimar.ee või Facebooki lehelt Raimar Transport.
I think he even still has a truck, but he has vans, and he has this little trailer bed van, so he can trailer cars, and I guess he has some sort of what's the word in English now? Attachable trailer to behind. I guess he towed the Pajero with that, because Pajero is like 2.3 tons empty dead weight, so you can't load it up onto this van kind of trailer, so he trailered it to its current resting place like that. But yeah, he offered me service. I guess I don't know, it's weird to say, but I kind of bought the Pajero so he could have the little job. Yeah, I just threw him a lob and he dunked it, so to say. But I mean, he got paid for the job he did, so there's that. Maybe a big adventure coming up in a little while. I'm thinking of buying something.
I'm gay. I'm gay.
But I haven't decided on whether or not I'm gonna fiscally commit to this endeavor. So we'll see, and maybe have this deal brewing here that maybe I can get the newest car I've ever owned. So at the moment I own my A8, which is an old car on the channel, and I own the Pajero, but maybe I get to exchange the A8 for something newer that has a little engine problem, and then fix it up myself and sell it, but we'll see. I mean, pockets are kind of empty, so yeah, I can't. I don't have unlimited fiscal means. If I would, then I don't know, I'd buy more cars and cooler and more expensive cars. But because yeah, kind of operating on a shoestring budget here, so I have to pick and choose what I do and when I do it. So we'll see. But I guess I've been rambling on long enough. So all the 6 hours of cleaning this bush up was worth it. I could film this 10-minute, 15-minute video here. But anyhow, yeah, adventures of the Junkman continue. Surprisingly fun, I would say, is messing around with these cars, especially those German cars, and I like the ownership of the Touareg, the Cayenne, now even the Pajero. Even though if I never see it, but still, I mean, if it was running and driving, it would be pretty cool. I would take it off-roading now, but sadly sold the Touareg before I could do that with the Touareg. Just wanna have this kind of little off-road adventure one day, but I haven't gotten around to it. Maybe get a functioning, real, lockable 4-wheel drive Jeep one day and get to do it this summer, but we'll see. And now I'm just rambling, so I guess I'll shut up now, and Junkman out. Until the next Junk Ventures. Peace.
They just spent like 2 or 3 weeks out the country. Them boys up to something, they just not just bluffing. You don't have to call, I hear my dance like Usher. Ooh, I just found my tempo like on DJ Mustard. Ooh.
Fancy Escalade, but don't worry, they're running Cylons, the tire of the champions. Yo, if anyone needs a car, just hit me up. I got a few to offer to you, so just hit me up, boys. You see 2 Touaregs, 2 Touareg Epic Whip. This car doesn't make much noise, but the fucking turbo spool on a diesel, I hope it's audible on the video. Spool it. Shit. I'm gonna brave the police to film this. Electricity seems to be gone from the traffic light grid. No crashes yet, not even back there, but yeah, funny. Now you people tell me how this is possible, but seems the bird has shat in the rim. Well, according to the Estonian government, the fuel prices do not affect the consumption. Well, I've never seen people standing in a line for fuel in Estonia yet, so there's maybe like 4 cars max here, but the diesel is clearly the cheapest here, and 95 and people are just lining up for fuel, so yeah, it's not affecting anyone. Just look at this guy, he's so ready to drive. It's still red. It's red, but he's ready, man. I'm telling you, he's ready. Oh, there he goes, there he goes. He finally got it, man. He was ready for a minute there, and then he just went for it. see you, man. You're my hero.
I hit that Ginobili with my left hand up.